Hey. Hey. Seriously though, today I'm taking you through my creative process of making music. Let's jump into it. For the beat we're making today, we're actually taking a sample from Olia Holiday, so shout out, like and follow, and this is the sample we're going to use. I love this sample and it just gave me like inspo, so that we're gonna work with it. So here we are, we have it all loaded up. We're starting out in 100 BPM C sharp minor. So I think I'm gonna actually pitch this down first thing. I'm gonna go to Complex Pro, turn down the formats, and just pitch it down to where I like it. I like that. That's giving me that like dark aesthetic I want. Bit rough, so I'm just gonna like fade it in. Because I pitched the main sample down, we're actually now in F sharp minor. I found this sample was taking a lot of high ends and low ends at the same time, and I just want to use this for the chords. So I'm just turning an EQ and a little bit of reverb on it, and it sounds like this now. So next, I just found these lo-fi keys for our melody. And I'm just going to make a melody real quick. I'm just going to up the BPM. After we sped it up, I definitely like the vocals to be slower. So I'm just going to stretch that out for the whole thing. Next, just to get that atmosphere going, I'm going to add some raindrop sound effects, just for the background. So I've found this rain sample. I'm just going to turn it down to fit. Next, I just wanted to develop that melody a bit more, so I got this grand piano with a little bit of reverb, and this is what I made. So I just found this hi-hat that I found fit nicely. Now we got to come up with a pattern for the hi-hat. For making hi-hat patterns, I usually just go for 2 bars, and I just find a pattern that sounds nice, making doubles and triples, and then adding like spaces where you want it to pop. And then I have that, and then I just duplicate that for the rest. And then we're going to go in with like open hi-hats and closed hi-hats and spice it up a little more. And we're not going to spend too much time on the hi-hats because I could do this for literally hours. But we're going to go on to the snare. Just going to add a little reverb to that. EQ, we don't want that low end in there. Tone it up a bit. Let's put an AEQ on each of these and just turn down the low ends. We want no low ends past 100 hertz. Then we'll just add that to the rest of the hi-hats. Ooh, I like that. Now we're going to start on the format of this beat. So our intro, we're definitely going to go with the main vocal. And then we're going to slowly build up into the full beat. I think I'm going to keep a snare here. Just gonna automate the volume and turn the 808s down in the first bit and then up in the second bit. For the melody, I just added a EQ for below 100 hertz. And then to make it pop a little, I'm gonna go to that original sample and I'm going to go to volume tracking. And I'm just gonna, every time a 808 hits, I'm just gonna turn down the volume and then turn it right back up. And then we're gonna copy that over to the piano. For the piano, we're gonna make it even less dramatic of a change. Make those 808s pop more. So while listening back on this, these hi-hats are very repetitive. So we just don't want them to be too predictable, so we're going to change them up a bit. So I came up with this pattern just to spice it up a bit. Just going to add that to the rest, as well as put that at the start. And then we're going to work on this intro, just getting it a little more hype before the drop. So what I did is I added this riser here and just removed the first hi-hat, just to make that first 808 hit. There we go. And I think for this new one, I'm also going to add that. Now we're going to add a part B, so a B section. So we're going to change the melody here. So the pattern we're going to go for is A, B, A, and then outro. We're just making a small beat for today because this recording is already getting pretty long. And I don't want my videos to be too long. Plus, I still struggle through editing. So if anyone has any tips out there for editing, please, like what editor to use. Right now I'm just using like Clip Champion, I think, from like Microsoft, but So for our B section, I just added this little breath sound effect. For our beat, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from the piano and the lo-fi keys. After the breath sound effect, I just added these Atmos dark bells that sound like this. And that's just adding to the atmosphere. For the intro, I just added the snare on the second half, on the 5th beat, and now I'm just gonna slowly raise the volume at the entrance for the hi-hats. Now I think I'm done with the beat. So what I did is I exported it, imported it right back in, just to get that like more emotions drawn. I pitch it up by 2, and then I added an EQ. And now right before I show the finished product, thank you so much if you watched this far. Like, I really appreciate that. Anyways, this is the original sample. And we changed it into this. while. What do you guys think in the comments? Please let me know. Please give any tips if you have any. That's it for me. Lunch is calling. See you later. Please, if you made it this far, please, like, editing tips if you have any. Like, honestly, it takes so long.